Hello everyone, my name is Mubeen Teaching Wala. I belong to Zorbat Balochistan and I am a level 1 student at Rehman College. Welcome to another exciting and informative TEDx Talk review session. Today I am going to review an inspiring TEDx Talk titled Study Smarter Not Harder by Kiki Fan. In this TEDx Talk, Kiki Fan shares practical ideas about students can make their study time more effective instead of simply spending more hours studying. She explained how our study environment, daily routine, focus, and learning habits can influence the quality of our learning. So let's explore the key lesson from TEDx Talk and understand how we can become smarter and more effective learners. Kiki fans, TEDx Talk study smarter, not harder present a simple but powerful message. Effective studying is not always about spending more hours with books. Instead, it is about creating the right condition and using better study habits so that our time and efforts become more productive. One of the most relatable points in this talk is that many students struggle with procrastination and distractions when it is time to study. Instead of immediately starting their work, they may become interested in other activities. Kiki explains that this is a common experience, but there are ways to make studying more manageable and effective. The first important lesson I learned from this talk is the importance of having a consistent study routine. When we decide in advance when we are going to study, it becomes easier to develop a habit. A regular schedule can help us avoid wasting time deciding when to begin. This the second lesson is about creating a good study environment. Our surrounding can have a strong influence on our concentration. A clean and organized study space, a comfortable place to sit, and forward distraction can help us focus better. Kiki also discusses using suitable background or ambient sounds when necessary to reduce the effect of surrounding distraction. Another important message is that we should prepare ourselves before studying. If we are angry, tired, uncomfortable, and surrounded by distractions, it can become difficult to concentrate. Taking few moments to organize our workplace and prepare what we can make the study session more focused. I also appreciate this talk because he does not present studying as something that must always be stressful or manage encourage students to find a more efficient approach. This goal is not simply to sit with a book for many hours. The goal is to use our study time wisely and understand with helps us learn effectively. A major takeaway from me is that quality is more important than quantity. Studying for a long time does not automatically mean that we have learned more. We should pay attention to well how well we understand and remember what are we studying. This talk also teaches us an important lesson about self-awareness. Every student may have different challenges, schedules, and learning conditions. Therefore, we should observe our own habits and identify what helps us concentrate and learn better. In my opinion, the greatest strength of Kiki Fan Stack is the simplicity. The ideas are easy for students to understand and can be applied in everyday life. Instead of thinking I need to study for many more hours, we can ask ourselves, how can I make my study time more effective? For me, the key message of the talk is don't simply study harder, learn how to study better. As a student, we should build good routines, reduce unnecessary distractions, prepare our study environment, and use our time wisely. When we develop these habits, learning can become more organized, productive, and enjoyable. Overall, I found studying smarter, not harder, to be an inspiring and useful TEDx talk, especially for students who want to improve their study habits. Kiki Fan reminds us, especially for students who want to improve their study habits that learning is not only about hard work, it is also working intelligently, understanding ourselves, and making better choices about how we learn. The final lesson I would like to share is simple: study with purpose, focus on quality, use your time wisely, and keep improving your learning habits. Thank you so much for watching this TEDx review. Today we learned that studying smarter does not mean avoiding order, it means using our time, energy, and attention in a more effective way. Kiki Fan remind us to create a good study environment, develop a consistent routine, reduce distractions, and focus on the quality of our learning rather than simply the number of hours we spend studying. The key lesson is simple: work harder but also learn how to work smart. I hope this review give you some useful ideas that you can apply to your own learning journey. Once again, thank you for watching. This is Mubeen Teaching Wala from Turbat, Balochistan, and I am a level 1 student at Rehan College. Keep learning, keep improving, and always try to study smarter, not harder. Allah Hafiz, and see you in the next session.